Bienvenidos a la mejor fiesta espiritual del mundo, donde nos metemos en el elevador mágico 1111.
With my mommy and daddy, Jen and Mom.
Buenos días.
Morning.
Welcome to 1111 Conversations with Jen and Mao. Today is Motivational Monday.
Motivation Monday, ladies and gentlemen. 1111 Conversations with Jen and Mao. I am Mao.
The voice.
And you are?
Jen.
And that's how we roll.
That's right. Good morning, you all. Yes.
So good to see
How
you
was your
guys.
weekend? We can't wait to hear from you. We're going to be sharing some really amazing golden nuggets that we got from our weekend seminar. And
we're asking you today, are you seizing your day? What are you grateful for?
Yes, put that in the comments.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I should have my TFF mug.
Don't shit all over yourself, my darling. You like your seize the day.
I do like to seize the day.
We've got the True Form Films, and we've got 1111
Oh,
Jen and
warm
Mao.
cafecito. Nothing
it.
like a warm cafecito con un poquito de half and half.
Good morning.
Good morning, Allie.
Hi, Allie. Welcome.
Here we are.
How was your weekend? Tell us what you're grateful for.
What are you grateful for?
It says Theatrical Thursday on the description.
Okay.
Interesting, because we're looking straight at it, and it says
Motivation Monday. So
Wow.
I'll change it later.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I don't know why. We're looking at it, says Motivation Monday.
That is, yes.
So
and just for
we'll
our
check it.
Instagram family.
We will check it.
Look, this is what Allie is talking about.
No, she's seen it in the description. She means on the description of the show at the bottom, it says,
but
got
it.
Don't worry, that is very fixable.
Okay, we'll
right
get it
now
done.
we are live and we are hot to tell you and motivate you today.
So, happy Motivational Monday.
That should be a song. Happy Motivational Monday.
Happy Motivational Monday.
So yes, we
All right.
have just spent 3 days
at the World Summit.
And you know what's
with
interesting?
these two guys right here. Wow.
Not only these two guys, but
pretty amazing speakers.
And I'll tell you
that
what.
we'd never heard before.
No.
Really beautiful, amazing, impactful speakers.
And I am so glad and so happy that COVID has brought something to us that was already there, but we pivoted even more this year. Mm-hmm. And it's about becoming students of life and becoming better versions of ourselves and keep working on growing our mindset, keep growing and wanting to learn so we can really
impact the world and
make a
be
difference.
Of service.
And more, we were talking about 1111 and why this show was born out of us pivoting and deciding,
needing to
communicate
and to be. We decided it's two things. Who are you going to be in the face of adversity? Are you going to be a victim or are you going to be a leader? Are you going to be a role model or are you going to be a victim? Are you going to be part of the solution or part of the problem? So we chose to be role models to impact and to share our journey and hear from you so that you can share your journey. Because we're in this together.
The truth is that we all faced the same thing when the pandemic hit. All of us we felt like we all ran against a wall and we go, what is happening?
Shocked and scared.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I know how it affected our home and how we had to snap out of it. And it really was, okay, we need to snap out of this. And we decided to start talking about what we were going through so you could tell us what you were going through and that we could help each other because that's what humanity needs.
Exactly.
Really.
So that's why 1111 is Conversations with Jen and Mal, where we raise our vibration. We jump into our magical elevator and goes up to the 11th magical spiritual floor, and we have the best spiritual party ever.
Because
Woo!
those of you who have joined us,
yes,
one of the things,
love it.
Besides that, we are producers for films, and we know how to throw a party.
Yes, we do.
And I'll tell you why we know how to throw a party. It's because when you walk through our house, and the people that know us and have gone through our parties, we want to make sure that you know when you're coming into our home that you are loved up.
That's right.
For those 3 to 4 hours,
and included, and
we make sure that you leave wanting to know that you would love for that party to continue.
That's right.
So 1111 is our best version of our party at home.
Exactly. This is
we
our
want you to
spiritual
feel
party.
Loved up, ladies and gentlemen.
And celebrated. And yeah, so, all right. Well, let's see what our angels want to give us this morning. I love it. 63 subscribers.
Love it.
Woo! Yes.
And
love it. Hello, beautiful community. We love you. We appreciate you. And we are really thankful that you're here. And
let's start the week powerfully, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
And here we go. Did you?
I did.
Right.
That's what I've been doing.
I want to make sure that our Restream family and podcast. Okay, podcast family, we're about to take the card out, and here we go. Body care.
Body care.
So
important.
Guess what happened during the summit? I knew that I needed to maintain my workout. So I brought all my barbell, all the dumbbells in.
This is weird. Your mouths are not matching with the voice. So it's out of sync, huh? You know, that happened a lot during the summit. Like at the very beginning, the very first day.
Yeah.
And I got to say that it's just part of the new normal where we need to just go with the flow.
Just try to roll with it.
Because the internet is just overloaded right now. It is just, everybody is inside of the virtual world.
Right. And one of the things
this is going to happen.
They talked about was about perfection. Perfection does not exist.
Right.
Right?
So, yeah, exactly.
So if it's happening, just roll with it. Enjoy the moment as is, and know that we're still grateful and so blessed to be able to have these computers and to be able to communicate with you on the other side.
Yeah, on the other side.
Because we see you, though you might not be here present.
We see you. We feel you.
Even our podcast family, even though we don't see you,
exactly,
we know you're here.
That's right. Let's see who is on our.
So what I was going to say about body care is that we brought in our weights, right? So there was
Buenos dias, mami.
So I brought all of our weights inside, and for about 40 minutes during we were listening, but we were exercising at the same time. And one of the things that I learned, what we both learned through Tony, is incantations. So I didn't feel that I was doing anything I shouldn't be doing because I felt like I was like moving my body, giving it food for my brain, and giving my body what it needed because your mind and your body are connected, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Which is why when you feel nervous or when you feel excited, they talked about it in the Tony.
Choose excitement.
That you're going to feel butterflies in your stomach because your mind is thinking something and it creates. So it's connected.
Exactly. So we're going to give you 5 amazing tips that Tony gave us. We will give them to you before the end of our hour of power. So don't go away and make sure you have something to write with. Again, let's see. Okay, you do it and I will pick the fairies.
Vamos, podcast family. We are going for the fairy cards now.
Yes.
They're really beautiful little butterfly cards. And here we go. All right.
Oh, look at that. Letting go.
Letting go. Letting go.
Let it go. What a pretty card. Look how
it
beautiful.
go.
I just love these fairy cards. They're so powerful and
it
sexy
truly,
and gorgeous and just beautiful.
and
Wow.
this is an incredible message because
It is.
It's about really letting go. Letting go of fear that doesn't serve you.
Exactly.
But
What's
to be
stopping
able
you
to
right
let
now?
go of that fear, you need to be working on you, on
Self-development.
Self-development, which is also body care.
Letting go right here, right now. Monday, October 5th,
And,
2020.
you know, I don't even know how I'm going to make time today to go get
Larry Len in the house. Hello.
to
Welcome.
go get glasses.
Let's go, my love. Let's see if anybody's in here. We will definitely go and letting go.
Let it go.
You aren't receiving positive results because you're struggling too much to solve the problem. I love that. You aren't receiving positive results because you're struggling too much to solve the problem. By letting go, you're opening yourself up to a miraculous solution.
Hello.
So, dejar ir. Las cosas no están pasando como quieres porque estás tratando mucho de resolver el problema. Hay que dejar ir y dejar que la solución, que un milagro traiga la solución, que Dios traiga la solución.
Which is truthfully blind faith, right?
Exactly.
If when it gets down to the nitty-gritty, it's
absolutely
blind faith.
Yes. Problems are caused by human thinking and action. That's why problems aren't solved by additional human thinking and action. I love that. When we think hard or struggle to resolve a crisis, things can actually get worse.
Which makes really great producers to be able, in the midst of production, keep it cool. Because you are leading the ship from behind. So if we lose it and not let go, but go into fix it, we got to go into fix it mode. Okay, something we already know that something wrong is happening. How do we fix it? So we go into fix it mode. My wife is like,
okay, my love, yes. Okay, so by drawing this card, you are being asked to stop the human struggle. Stop thinking about the problem.
Stop it!
Since a focus on negativity can manifest even more negativity, say aloud or silently, I am willing to surrender to situation. I am willing to surrender to this situation to my Creator right now. Write that down. It's so awesome. I am willing to surrender this situation to my Creator right now. I am willing to let go, to surrender. I am willing to surrender this situation to my Creator right now. By affirming this statement, heaven is able to intervene on your behalf. You will instantly feel relief and will be gratified to see how easily and naturally the situation resolves itself. Cuando hay un problema, un dilema, déjenlo ir, entréguenselo a Dios. Díganse, yo entrego todos mis problemas, toda la preocupación se lo entrego a Dios y eso me va a ayudar muchísimo y va a dejar que el cielo resuelva todo, teniendo fe. I am willing to surrender this situation to my Creator right now. When I let go, everything turns out perfectly. Everything turns out perfectly. Awesome. Oh, I love that. Just reading it and letting go of, for me, I got to say, you guys, good news. I'm on hold.
Good news.
Good news. So I got pinned for Bosch for a TV show. And I'm like, I'm waiting. But right now I just let it go. Right now in my thoughts, I just let it go. and I'm letting it be. And if it is for me, it will be. I am open wide to receiving it. And I'm sharing it with you so that, it would literally be my first theatrical job this year.
Well, I mean, the business just pretty much starting to open up.
I know. So that for me is really exciting. So letting it go is a practice.
Yeah.
And also setting the intention that it will be. And so thank you, Ali. Ali says congratulations. So let go
It's
of
exciting.
that whatever it is that you are really yearning, or a problem or an issue or just something that you think that you need to resolve, that you want to be in control of, just let it go. Just open up your hands, open up and just let it go into the universe.
What Lydia was telling in her show, right? Common sense, mamita. Don't hold it like this. Just
trust and let it
release.
go.
Release.
It's a beautiful thing. And literally, I felt I'm melting away like that. That little tension when you're going through your day, as actors, whoever's watching that you're an actor, if you're there, please put in the comment box if you hear me, if you relate to what I'm saying, that we know we're on hold. We're on hold for a job. We're on a veil, or we're pinned, or we're on and advised. And you're going through your day, and you're like, I'm not going to think about it. But it's like back there going, did they call? Did they call? Did you check your email? Did you check your email? Where's your text? Where's the text? And it's like, okay, stop. Can you just go away? It's so funny. I'll never forget when I booked Grey's Anatomy, we were shooting. The best thing is to get busy.
Yep. Get busy, ladies and gentlemen.
Get really busy and
you can get busy in two ways.
You can definitely just keep your mind occupied and also not be attached to it. So it's a reminder of not being attached to anything, or not even any struggle that you're hoping for, or that you are waiting for. Just don't be attached to it. Be committed, right? But not attached. So that's what letting go, I think, is
absolutely, and
really great for actors.
And I'm sure that also as actors who are listening, that the last 3 weeks I think have been the busiest for me as an actor auditioning since the pandemic hit.
Yes, it's so great.
I feel so fulfilled by the end of the day when I'm able to complete my day, put my self-tapes. Not only because I'm getting the audition, because, oh my God, I have learned so much technically in the last 5 months that have become this new thing for me that didn't exist in my life.
And it's second nature for us.
It's second nature now.
Boom, boom, we know what we do, bum, 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 and we direct each other. So it's been really
last
amazing.
night you directed me. I can't talk about the show, but she put me on tape, and I gave myself a goal to do it today, right? I would wake up at 6, and that's how I work. At 6 a.m, I memorize. And so Saturday I memorized, Sunday I memorized because there were 2 long scenes, and I was going to do it in the morning today. And Jen goes, just do it tomorrow after the summit. And
exactly.
I was in such a high from the summit that
boom, let's go.
My mind was in the perfect place to do it. But I don't expect anything.
Right. So
the only thing I expect is for me to be able to do the work that I need to do to do my job, which is to just do the audition.
That's all we have control over. That's it. That is all we have control over.
Are we going to do some body care?
Let's do some body care, baby.
Vamos.
We did some body care this morning.
Oh, hello!
Yes, we did. Exercise. All right. Body care.
Let's do some body.
Yeah, that's right. This one's a smaller one. Okay. So you got that right. Ya saben, dejen ir, let go, release, surrender, Love yourself no matter what. It's okay. Everything is perfectly fine. Everything is perfect as it is and perfect as it's not. And even though perfection doesn't exist, everything is perfect in its imperfection.
I loved when he talked when Tony and Dean Graziosi
in its imperfection. Say that 3 times.
The truth is that
okay,
it is a really powerful thing.
Bring
to
it
think.
down, Carlos Mendoza in the house.
Bring it down.
Bring it up, baby. Bring it up.
What?
He's probably at work, so he's like, shh.
Bring it down.
All right. Or bring down the house.
Are you saying bring down the house?
We're bringing down the house.
What do you mean bring it down?
And Allie says, I got an email today from NBC Los Angeles to get justice for my soon-to-be ex-Jim. Oh, well.
My soon-to justice.
All right. The weirdness fixed itself. It's now normal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just, you know.
It's the internet going, holy cow, what is happening?
Who are all these people?
All these people are here.
How do we manage this?
Yeah. So, alrighty. Body care. The angels urge you to care for your physical body. You are asked to eat healthful foods, to exercise regularly, and to avoid toxins. This card is your angel's way of asking you to pay attention to your physical body. Perhaps you resist this guidance, and the angels have repeatedly come to you about this topic. They remind you that the body is an instrument that, when well tuned, emanates greater harmony. Your spirit is like the music of a grand piano, and the angels ask you to maintain that piano. Your angels know that if you follow this guidance, you will feel terrific. Your increased energy and happiness is your reward for following the angels' suggestions. They will help you find the time and motivation to exercise. They will also help you lose your cravings for unhealthful substances. And the angels will help you enjoy the newfound pleasures that come from purifying and maintaining your physical body.
I love it.
That's right.
And which is why yesterday was the weekend was so great, because not only were we feeding our mind, but we were exercising also during the seminar. So I got to keep repeating that because it goes hand in hand.
It does go hand in hand.
It goes hand in hand.
But we did have our cheat day yesterday.
Oh, yeah, we did. Hey, I've never said don't have a cheat day.
Okay, so we did. We went to, you went on the
I
break.
went on my break because I promised our daughter she wanted some In-N-Out. And I went, and we went to In-N-Out Burger. We all love In-N-Out. We haven't had it in months or in weeks.
Yeah, I was like, really?
In weeks. But it's our cheat day. So I'm like, okay, I'm cheating today.
Yes.
And it was,
awesome.
But it was awesome.
Yes,
it was awesome.
It was.
I don't feel guilty about it.
You know what, though? I got to say, I really feel it.
I love you too, my brother Carlotas.
Love you. Love you
Potas.
too. That's a blessing. Thank you, Glenn. Yes, it's all a blessing. You know, when we wake up to all the blessings in our lives, we all have amazing blessings, and that's really the best part of our day when we're all Buenos dias, Maria. Ana Maria Somara in the house. Spain has
arrived.
España.
España's in the house.
When we're present to it, right? When we do our mind work. So I think I'm going to share now what the big 5 things that Tony closed the summit with, and because I think it just ties it together, and it's training your mind. The first thing you do, these are 5 things you want to do in your life so that you can get to the next level of your life. Well, at wherever you are, there's always a next level. So train your mind, and with self-development work, he says, read at least 30 minutes a day. Read something really great, not the news, not Twitter.
Or join 1111, and we'll give you wisdom ourselves from books that we've been reading.
Books.
This is a self-development
podcast,
a self-development conversation, because
we're growing, And this is a community of growth and
guess
progress.
what? Well, one thing that we've been learning is that which we learned through another program called Knowledge Brokers, is that we are reporters.
Right. So
of information.
Yes, we are part of the knowledge broker industry. And that was part of our training this weekend, the World Summit. So whoever is looking to expand something, if something is calling you, that we all have a story, we all have a message that the world needs, for us to find our tribe and for us to find our voice. KBB has really been how we started last year.
It's called Knowledge Brokers Blueprint.
Exactly. And it's through
Dean Graziosi
and Tony Robbins. It's pretty amazing. So number one, train your body. Number one is train your mind. Start the day with train your mind. Number two, train your body. Exercise. So that the stronger you are physically, the more confidence you're going to feel, the stronger you're going to feel mentally as well. And as you're exercising your body, do incantations, meaning, you can listen to training your body, your mind at the same time while you're working out, while you're running, while you're doing whatever it is you choose to do. Listen to really good, yummy stuff that feeds your mind, that expands it, right? Stay away from the news at all costs. As much as possible. Don't start your day with the news. Don't end your day with the news, because that's what you're giving your subconscious mind, whether you know it or not. That's what happens. Dean said, when was the last time you watched the news and when you were done, you were like, man, I feel awesome. Let's go. I am going to go conquer the world. When was the last time that happened, right? So that's what happens when you're watching the news. After you watch the news, you're like, what the hell? Why am I even trying, right? So you got to train your mind and train yourself and your body to be so strong that even watching the news doesn't affect you. But this is the first thing that you want to feed
and listen,
yourself.
The reality is that, and I'll bring the debate back. The debate between Biden and Trump. How the hell did we all feel after that was done?
Yeah, that was an embarrassment, right?
It was not only were we all more confused, but we were like, wow, what
role models are those? Come on. No way.
We're watching, what are we watching, right? So, but I do believe that we have a responsibility also to know what's going on, to be informed also about what's going on. So,
but don't start your day there.
Exactly. Don't start your day there, and don't end your day there. You can watch it somewhere in the middle. And what Michael Beckwith talks about is, look at it for 2 minutes, know what's going on, and then leave it. Don't make it part of your day. A lot of people get on social media and let it become a part of their day. And then they wonder why they feel like crap.
All day long.
Why they hate the world so much, or why they hate that person. Right. Because one thing that we're forgetting, and Tony Robbins brought it up, and I thought it was beautiful, compassion.
Compassion,
There's absolutely no compassion right now with what's going on in politics, what's going on with COVID, what's going on, there's compassion with what's going on with Black Lives Matter, I feel.
Absolutely.
Right? Absolutely.
Yes.
The most compassion I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So number 3 is taking massive action and choosing your role models. Who are you listening to? Who are you modeling? Right? So when I say, who are you modeling? It's not like, are you modeling Calvin Klein? No. It's who are you? Who are your mentors? Choose your mentors.
And examples that they give is like, if you're looking to make money, don't ask your broke friend advice about money.
Exactly.
Go look for a book that says, how do I become richer? What are the strategies, right?
Exactly.
Or don't ask your friend who, if you're having problems in your marriage and they've been divorced and haven't gotten married, don't ask your friend about marriage.
Right. Go to the experts, right? Go to the experts, the role
people who are
models
making
that
it work.
have already created and have already accomplished what you want to accomplish. So go to the best of the best that you can possibly get
the best of the best.
To get to your goal, right? Steve Randall in the house. Good morning,
¿Qué
guys.
pasó, Randall?
We should be aware, but don't let it dominate your life.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Everything with a balance. And Daisaku Ikeda is my mentor. I love it. Yes, and he's an amazing mentor as well as mine. And the first thing I do in the morning is my meditation and then the media. Yeah. Well, you set yourself up strong with your meditation. I would, humbly suggest to add your workout before you get into your media, because doing your meditation and then doing your exercise is going to even give you more energy to keep going on the day. And maybe you could do your workouts at the same time that you're watching the media.
Also,
then you can change it up.
One of the things that we've really have taken on is do not look at your phone the first time, at first when you wake up in the morning. Don't look, make sure that the first 32 an hour, you're not looking at your phone.
Well, you're listening to something powerful for your mind. Okay, these are all suggestions.
English almost left. Did you see that? I got my tongue got twisted.
Didn't know. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. So these are suggestions, right? We're not here to tell you how to run your life. We're here to give you value. We're here
reporting knowledge.
To give you suggestions that are working for us. And again, we are here to empower you and to give you, some good juju, some good juice.
To motivate your Monday.
Good love, Motivational Monday. Entonces hoy, pues estuvimos en nuestro seminario todo el fin de semana, la conferencia.
Increíble.
Estuvo estupendo, mucha energía y pues siempre nos dan los mismos consejos, que es algo que uno tiene que ver, que así, haciendo todo esto, uno puede elevar su vida y su nivel.
Son seminarios que le enseñan a uno estrategias de cómo vivir la vida mejor, de estrategias.
Exactamente.
De lo que hablaban, una de las cosas que hablaban es que la perfección no existe y hay mucho sufrimiento entre la gente porque están siempre buscando eso.
Haciendo
y eso
las
no
cosas
existe.
Perfectamente. Entonces, a veces uno ni siquiera puede hacer algo
algo lo para porque uno está tratando de hacerlo todo perfecto.
Exactamente.
Que eso al mismo tiempo lo para.
Exactamente. So entrenar su mente, leer 30 minutos al día, algo bueno, no ver las noticias, entrenar su cuerpo.
Mami Rookie, ¿me oyes?
Tener tía Rookie, la que no tiene que ver las novelas, las noticias. Las noticias. Tener role models, gente que lo ayuda a uno, pues, elevar.
Y una de las cosas que hacen como ejemplos, hablan,
mucha acción.
Es, por ejemplo, no le preguntes a un amigo tuyo, a un familiar que nunca ha hecho dinero, cómo hacer dinero, porque ellos no son... ¿Para qué te van a dar ellos algo, a decirte algo a ti y ayudarte si nunca lo han hecho? Yes. O una persona que, si tú tienes un amigo y estás teniendo problemas en tu matrimonio, pregúntale a alguien que nunca se ha casado o que se divorció y nunca se ha vuelto a casar. Que no le preguntes.
Ajá.
Porque ¿cómo te van a dar ellos consejos a cómo hacerlo?
Hay que buscar los consejos y
And you just reminded me about something.
Y las cosas de expertos, gente que ha hecho lo que uno quiere hacer.
And what's interesting is, and Jen just reminded me of this because we've been also taking, we took a 14-day course on marriage. And one of the things that they don't believe in anymore is couples therapy.
Couples therapy
they made such a good point about something. I remember when my past marriage, I went to one therapist who was my therapist to help me figure things out in my marriage. And I remember a couple of sessions into it, I asked him, "So how long have you been married?" And he said, "Oh no, I'm divorced." And they said, oh no, I'm twice divorced.
Oh my God.
Here I am with a therapist figuring out my marriage, and here this therapist has been twice divorced. Okay? So then I decide to change therapists. And of course, I'm not going to ask right off, which I now will, or would.
I thought you will.
Would,
I'm like, I don't know, but we're not going to couples therapy.
And no, this was my ex. The ex.
Yeah.
So
You're
then
like, now I will.
There's another gentleman. And I go, and on the second session, we're talking about, relationships and why I'm there. And I asked him, I said, so how long have you been married? He goes, oh no, I just got divorced 6 weeks ago.
So, moral of the story,
look for people.
Couples therapy doesn't work. And, there's it's called Relationship Development Program. That works. And this couple is amazing. There's Stacy and Paul Marino, and we're giving them a shout out because we are going to continue on with their year-long program, which is for relationships. It's not just your marriage relationships, it's your relationships with everyone in your life, including and especially your children. So they also have a parenting relationship development
because they're
program.
Parents.
And it's really amazing stuff. So, they've got 99% success rate. They've saved so many marriages.
They've
in
been
the
around
last
for over
7 years.
a decade.
Yes, so they've been doing this
they
for
have
a
a
long
successful
time.
marriage. So where do you want to go?
Right?
Why has it been working for them? Mm-hmm. Right, and they have 4 children who are doing really well. So those are the people you want to, model.
Exactly. So find your role models, okay? And if you are not standing guard of your mind every day, your mind is going to take advantage of you.
The little voices.
The mind will grab you.
The voices.
If you don't say, I am the voice, okay? And really be so present with that. And don't be in that hypnotic state every day. We get to choose who we're going to be. We get to choose what we're going to feel. And
or what conversations to be having.
Exactly. So put in the comment box, yes, Relationship Development Program. Teresita Avila, buenos días. Buenos días. All right. So put in the comment box what you're grateful for. And if this resonates with you, we love to hear back from you. Again, it is important. This is determination. It is important to keep fighting, to keep persevering. This is indeed the great spirit of Buddhism. What is the power that enables one to make significant achievements?
Knowledge. Knowledge is power.
You're so funny.
You asked the question.
Knowledge is power, but you know what they said this weekend?
Yeah.
Knowledge is not just about knowledge. It's about implementing the knowledge.
That's right.
Specialized knowledge gives you the pieces to get there faster, right? Because
that's why strategies. I love when they talk about we're not here to motivate you. They kept saying we're here to give you strategies on how to get going, onto making a promise to yourself that you will act.
Exactly.
It's great to go read all these books and go to classes, but are you implementing it?
Exactly.
Are you acting on it?
Yes. Hermano Valdía, feliz lunes. Buenos días.
Berman.
All right. Buenos días. Share go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. True Form Films, 1111 Conversations with Jen and Mal. Share. If you love what you're hearing, and if this resonates and you think someone can benefit from what we're sharing, definitely share it, because sharing is caring. And so what is the power that enables one to make significant achievements? A firm sense of duty and a powerful determination to realize one's ideals. The profound resolve to stand up on one's own can produce immeasurable strength. And that's it. I mean, This goes hand in hand. This is Daisaku Ikeda. This goes hand in hand with making a decision. It's about making a decision and taking action, massive action, so that you can start momentum. And once momentum starts, then it's just an energy that needs to get started, and it starts with a decision. It starts with you choosing to get started. And when is the best time to get started? Right now. Don't say when I'm in better shape, or when I feel better, or when I get in the mood, because guess what? You're not going to get in the mood until you get in action. When you get in action is when you get motivated. Put in the comment box if you totally understand what I'm saying. I mean, there's moments where you're like, oh God, I got to go to the gym. Or I got to work out.
Or the
But
best
I'm not in
that
the
you hear
mood.
actors, or I'll just speak for actors. The best
I'm not
is,
in the mood.
oh, I'll get my headshots when I lose some weight.
When I lose some weight, it's like, no, you are the way you are right now, and you're perfect, whole and complete, just the way you are right now. So embrace that. Love yourself, right? That's self-care. So hay que ponerse en acción para motivarse. No esperar que uno sienta la motivación para entonces moverse. No, la motivación viene en el momento que uno se pone en acción. Eso es al revés. Uno lo tiene, ay no, qué fastidio, no tengo ganas. ¿Por qué no tienes ganas? Porque lo estás diciendo y estás escuchando a tu mente. Tienes que ponerte en acción masiva, para que te pongas en humor de que sí quiero, y ahí uno se siente mejor.
But also one of the things that they talked about, which was so important, is we spend our lives as we're children beating ourselves on what we are not good at. Because through education, we are reminded what we are not good at. Mm-hmm. They don't remind us what we're good at and help us get to where we're good at. All my education has been there, which is a light that came on yesterday for me. One of the aha moments was I always felt terrible in math. And I remember the first time I had to do a budget for a film because we just didn't have the money to outsource that. And our business partner he was sick because he's dealing with liver issues, that I had to jump and do it. And I remember it was the scariest, most doubtful moment of my life. I'm like, here's a guy who's always felt horrible now.
Me too.
And guess what? Now I can do a budget.
Yeah.
Why? Because I jumped into fear of it and said, I got to do this.
Exactly.
It needs to get done. And the only way there is no other way. And I jumped, and now guess what? I am not afraid of doing a budget and talking about numbers, even though I still stink at math. But I learned what I am good at. Jennifer has learned what she's good at, and we go off what we're good at.
Right.
We don't go to what we're not good at anymore. It's just so destructive. And that's what we teach our kids is, what are you good at? And what do you feel good at? And then we keep pushing them to what we're good at, and we'll still help them on what they're not good at, which is not very much because they're very good at pretty much everything, which is amazing.
Out of the mouth of a dad.
But
our children are perfect.
But I say that with a lot of love. It's give yourself more love.
More love, more credit. Don't beat yourself up for things that you're not great at, right? If you're not great at it, then outsource it. Get someone that is to help you.
Yeah.
You don't need to figure it all out. Focus on your strengths and get even better at your strengths, and your confidence will go up.
Ladies and gentlemen, this year I was offered a position to work at a college part-time, and I was really looking at doing it. And they sent me a syllabus, and I looked at the syllabus. Mm-hmm. Here's a guy, you see my master's there and my bachelor's, who went to college for 6 years, and I can tell you this, none of what's on that syllabus is going to help these actors to the level they need. They need practical tools and answers right now, that when they finish the study, they're going to be jumping and get going in a business. At first, it's a business.
Yes.
So that's why we did Shortcut to Hollywood. Because I remember getting these degrees. And I remember getting to Los Angeles and going,
what do I do?
where do I go?
Where do I
What kind of
start?
headshot should I get? What's the best resume? What's a slate? There's so many things that you get here. I go, brother, I just spent 6 years of my life studying this, and I still don't know shit.
Well, because we studied in college. We studied theory and craft.
And craft.
That's it. But
Theory and craft. And there's nothing wrong with craft, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, you
There
better
is
know
nothing.
your craft. You got to respect the craft, right?
But I wanted the
business
craft,
of the
but give me the
business-
business of the business.
Well, that's the thing. They're not equipped. They don't have the capabilities of the business of the business. So that's where we saw missing when we got here, and we struggled. But so for us now, it's an opportunity to give back and to really share. Right,
to shift that for a lot of people. If you get to LA,
to shorten the time.
we shorten the time.
Shorten
We'll
the
give it to
time.
you right now what you need and what
Yes.
you're. We spend.
Oh, I've got a cute little guest.
Oh my God, beauty!
We've got the future in our hands right here. Hello, baby girl.
I think Juliana should host her
Do you
own
know what a
1111.
slate- Do you know what a slate is, Juliana?
Yes.
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 You want to share what a slate is?
Just say your name and age.
What?
For kids, you just say your name and age. And then for adults, you say your height and your name.
That's fantastic.
That's fantastic.
That's great.
Guess what? She knows more at 8 years old than I did at 25 when I got to college. Why? Because we are training our kids not only on the craft, but also the business of the business.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
it starts
exactly.
in the
and
mindset.
and it's fun, right? So focus on what you're good at. Allie says, when I was a kid, I wish I would only learn what I'm good at and what I was interested in.
Totally.
It's so, and that's how it used to be, right? Apprenticeship, like apprentice. Okay.
It's okay. You don't know how to say it.
Anyway,
Apprenticeship.
right. So it's like, okay, choose what do you like? What do you want? And then boom, let's train you at that and make you an expert at that, right? So it's really interesting because I feel that we're transforming so much as a global community because we are able to communicate virtually. That things are from being so complicated, it's simplifying, and that's why self-education is the new norm. Like Mr. Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi have, they've started this movement, and it's truly mastermind.com is specialized knowledge to teach you to do whatever it is you want to do quicker than you would normally learn it. It's like, for me, I go, all right, so starting college, right? I love getting the education as far as college, the environment and just having that college experience is amazing, right? Don't get me wrong. But I always felt like, it feels like I'm in 13th grade now. Why do I have to take more math and English and science when I already graduated high school? I know I want to be an actress. Why my first 2 years do I need to do requirements? Like, I don't understand that. Mm-hmm. That's the part that what has been
in my Bachelor of Fine Arts,
mind-boggling thing. It's like 2 more years of wasted time. Yep. And then you start your career classes. It's like, no, let's get to it. Anyway, I don't know. We're probably like...
No. But the thing is, what we want to... The nugget we want to give you with this conversation is stop being hard on yourself.
Exactly.
If you're being hard on yourself. What is it that you're good at? If you're having a problem getting a job, find yourself a job within yourself. Meaning, look, we started Shortcut to Hollywood. We started producing. We're actors. We're not only actors on television, but so we have different avenues that we've created on the things that we know that we are good at.
Right. So find
I
that
am not
expertise.
going to teach you math. You don't want me to teach you math, but I can teach you how to do a budget.
Exactly. Exactly. So there's something in you that you can give the world. So yes, that's the bottom line. It's find your expertise, what you are good at, what your gift is, and the world needs it. There's only one of you, so share it. Don't be shy.
So it goes back to mindset. We are not taught this from the moment we go into elementary school or preschool, elementary, high school.
Some of this.
We are not taught this stuff. So it is imperative that we, as we get to be adults, that we instill this into
our
us,
children,
and we instill it into our children.
Exactly. So Allie says, sounds way more logical to couples counseling from a happily married couple, right? When I was a kid, I wish I would have I read that. Also, we have Beatrice Wara in the house. Hey guys, your Facebook Live was clear. I made a comment about couples therapy. I'm a psychotherapist, and I work from the angle of all relationships, like you guys mentioned.
Beautiful.
Exactly. Because it is about our relationships. I mean, it's about we didn't know that this existed, and this is the way we've been taught. And our parents, I mean, this is just the way people have relationships. Demand relationships versus relationship development, And so understanding that how are you showing up in your relationships is really important. And for me, it's been a huge aha moment for my sister and I as well, because she also started listening to it. And it's like when we're coming from a demand,
which was established,
which is what we've learned. That is the
relationship between
paradigm.
The relationship between men and women 50 years ago were different to what they are today.
Right.
So there was a structure on how things were established.
Exactly.
They are no longer like that. So that's
it's
why
new paradigm.
That's why relationships right now are not working, and why there's so much.
There's a lot of the tug of war is what they, the white knuckle gripping. It's like I want to win, and so it's a demand relationship comes with win and lose, but relationship development comes with a win-win situation. So it's like we're both working.
Beautiful. But I'll tell you something, Jennifer and I, before we had Juliana, we made a commitment to each other that we were going to go see somebody who would give us strategies.
Practical tools.
And he was great.
Yes.
And he was a therapist.
Yes.
And he was fantastic. Why? Because the first session was about, let's listen to her story from the moment she was born to now. I mean, listen, and we
have empathy and compassion for each other.
And that's what he taught us. Is got to start learning how to heal each other with
love, compassion, and empathy.
And it was fantastic because then I really started learning where her trigger points were,
and his trigger
and my trigger points, and why.
And we started listening to each other. It's in our listening that we experience life, right? So if we're listening to people from a place of, oh, he's only trying to control me, you're not going to actually listen to what he's actually saying because you're too busy protecting yourself from being controlled. And that's huge from the other side. From men, they're like, woman, you're not going to control me. Stop trying to control. And it's like, I'm not trying to control. I care. And I am giving my, love. But for me, I understand now that giving my opinion without it being asked is, it lands like I'm being controlling. And so there is the 1, 2, 3 rule. Is this a 1? Is this a 2? Or is this a 3? Number 1 is, do you want me to just listen? You just want me to listen, especially for the kids, right? When they have a problem. Number 2 is, you want me to listen and help you with the problem? Or number 3 is, do you want me to get involved and solve the problem for you? So, and it's so cool because it's a chart. And so now it's, I haven't really implemented it with the kids yet because it's so brand new. I'm excited to teach it to them and go, okay, when you come to me with an issue, Tell me if it's a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4. I can't remember what the 4 is, but I'll bring it tomorrow. And so that way they'll tell you. And if they say 1, then we just listen. Because what happens is we immediately want to go into fix-it mode. We immediately want to go and demand, like, how dare that kid did that, or how dare the teacher, blah, 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 or whatever. And it's like, oh, I can't tell you anything, because then the trust breaks. So if you want your kids to trust you, then this is an amazing tool of communication, so that they can know that they can come to you with anything, and you are going to respect what they want or need from you.
So I do want to say this, because we're not saying don't go see a therapist. We're not saying don't go see a psychiatrist. We're not saying don't take medication.
Absolutely not.
I'm a firm believer that you got to take care of things. What we're saying is
what works best for you, right?
What's best for you. If your gut instinct is saying this is not the therapist for me, there is a therapist for you out there. Exactly. There's lots out there. Do your research and look for what it is you're looking for. Also, because I've shared with all of you, I wrestled with anxiety most of my life, and I take medication for it. But not only do I take medication for it, I was made understand by the therapist that I was seeing, the psychotherapist that I was seeing at the moment, there's nothing to be ashamed of. And not only do you take this medication, that is only a Band-Aid on the problem. It's going to help you, but you need to do the cognitive therapy. You need to understand what it is that is causing it, right? And yes. That was the best therapist I've ever had.
Exactly.
Because it made me understand that the medication is not all of it.
Exactly.
It's just part of it.
Exactly.
So I continue to always
do the work. It's their work. Beatrice says, I love you guys' energy. Beatrice.
Gracias.
Thank you for being here. We really appreciate you. And Ali says, CSUN did train me what I would have to do in order to work. Oh, that's great. That's good to know as a writer. I love that. Yes, great nugget. Expectations, assumptions, drive, demanding. She's I love that you're giving us feedback, because
Absolutely.
It's so important to understand that.
Would love to actually have you on the show.
That would be
fantastic. A great thing to talk about.
Absolutely.
Get your point of view.
Yeah. Exactly. Relationships have completely changed in the 21st century. Yep. Absolutely. Communication is so important. You guys have it down pat. Thank you.
It's it's
love,
like
compassion, and empathy.
There are it's like religion. Religion.
Well, it's whatever works for you.
Right. And there's an evolution of what used to work, and why a lot of people are backing away from religion. It's because they're, sometimes you go to church and there's some priests that are still in the old ways.
Well, the thing is that you got to find your own. It's about finding your own spiritual path, and trying different things. And so instead of judging what doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for me. It's okay. This might work for others, and don't impose it on anyone else. That's been my biggest lesson.
That's why I love the Pope nowadays, by the way.
He's so awesome. Beatrice Warren says, yes.
He really has changed the discussion on religion and where we are and where we need to go with it.
Well, because he's evolved, right? He's evolved. He knows we're in the 21st century. Sometimes it takes a few tries before you find the one for you. Thank you, guys. Absolutely. It does. And that, and that goes for everything, right?
It's the same on medication. When you go to a therapist, a psychotherapist, they're going to try different medications, because not all medications work for everybody.
Exactly. So our Instagram is going to go. Let's read our daily 177 mental toughness secrets of the world class.
And if it ends while Jennifer is reading, we love you. We appreciate you.
And we are here for each other. That's Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. We're still on for a few more minutes. The great ones are learning machines. I love that, right? That's how we feel. We are learning machines right now. 2020 for us is like going to a spiritual mindset university. And it's so amazing to do because the best investment that you can make is investing in yourself, in your self-education, in your self-development education.
And I'm telling you, each time we've been finished with a seminar and total immersion, we go, wow.
Yes.
We feel exhausted, but in such a good way.
In such a good way. So an organization's ability to learn and translate that learning into action rapidly is the ultimate competitive business advantage. So learning into action rapidly, taking massive action in your life. You want to do something, find the team, take the massive action and get it done. Don't sit around and think about it for days or months or weeks or years. For most people in modern Western culture, learning means, all right, great. Learning means memorizing facts. This is exactly what we're talking about. Wow, isn't that amazing? I love it when I open it up to what we've been talking about. Learning means memorizing facts, theories, theorems, and dates. That's what most of us were taught to do in school. Memorize and regurgitate it back, right? To average people, learning is a late night cram session and a pot of coffee to stay awake. Oh my God. That was me in high school. Like, no kidding. I would sit with a pot of coffee to cram for finals. Put in the comment box if that was your experience as well. That's so funny. Okay, professional performers have overcome this outdated, industrialized age system and created a formula for learning and developing their minds. As speaker Jim Rohn says, formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune.
Oof. Wow. Read that again.
That's amazing. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune.
Wow.
The pros know this to be accurate and invest heavily in books, tapes, and CD programs on everything from personal development to business, sales, marketing, and management. They read and study trade journals and become world-renowned experts. Average people spend less than $10 annually on books. The top 1% of income earners in America invest nearly $10,000 annually on books and other learning resources. Wow. We haven't read this one.
No, and we got to read this.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. They attend seminars, workshops, and retreats. Amateur performers look at these investments as a waste of time and money. They are more likely to invest their money in lottery tickets, satellite television, cigarettes, alcohol, and other forms of entertainment. The great ones, in the words of scientific genius Buckminster Fuller, dare to be naive. The middle class thinks they have little left to learn. World-class performers know the more they learn, the greater the level of awareness they reach. And the greater level of awareness, the more they realize how much more there is left to learn.
And there is much more left
so much.
to learn.
The more I learn, the less I feel I know.
Mm-hmm.
The great ones know learning like love is infinite. Learning like love is infinite. There is no end until, this is deep. There is no end until their hearts stop beating. There is no end to learning. There is no end to love. Make a commitment to develop your own self-development program. Read, listen, and attend seminars and workshops. Set a goal to reach a certain number of books and listen to a set number of CDs each month. This shift in lifestyle will catapult your career and your consciousness. Wow. Esto es una maravilla. Uno nunca para de aprender. Dice, el aprendizaje es infinito como el amor. La gente...
Pero la importancia de ir a clases,
a seminarios,
es
leer
muy,
libros.
muy, muy importante para seguir creciendo, porque uno cree que todo lo sabe. Hay mucha gente que todo cree que lo sabe.
Ajá.
Lo han leído, pero no están haciendo el trabajo continuamente,
Yes.
¿no?
Yes. I love that. So, wow. I just...
There's so much more, and guess what? You will see us tomorrow, and we will give you much more.
Pues sí, entonces, we definitely need to do our gosh, we didn't do our meditation today.
It's all right. We've given him good stuff.
Yes, I know. Today's been more...
It's good.
Practical tools. Let's just take a deep breath. We'll do, it's 16 seconds. I got to do it. Let's do this. 16 seconds of meditation, of yummy goodness, forgiveness, gratitude and love, and what else? Celebration. All right. Cierren los ojos. Vamos a meditar. 16 segundos de perdón. Pongan sus manos en su corazoncito. Dejen ir. Las madrinas hoy dijeron, hay que dejar ir todos los problemas, entregárselos a Dios. Let go of anything that you're struggling with, and trust. Forgive those that hurt you in the past, that didn't listen to you. Forgive those that judged you. Forgive those. I did read that, Ali. Forgive him for calling you a nag. I know how that feels. So we just forgive those that don't know, because they're not doing their inner work, because they're not self-developing themselves.
And the reality is they don't know what they don't know.
Exactly.
That's as far as their education and their emotional capability.
So just have that compassion. Have that compassion turned on 100%, and you won't suffer as much as we do. Forgiveness is a way of freedom. El perdón te libera. Now, feel the love, the gratitude, the infinite love for the things in your life, all your blessings, the people, your tribe, your loved ones. Den gracias, sientan el amor divino, el amor infinito. La gratitud por todo lo que tienen, por toda su gente. Den gracias al universo por su vida, por su corazoncito. Give thanks to the universe, thanks to your beautiful beating heart that works for you 24/7 all these years. And you're still here. You're still here to share your light and to share your message, your unique message, your unique gift. Be grateful. Take a deep breath. Always be connected to your breath. Manténganse conectados a su respiración. Now celebrate. Celebrate your wins. No matter how big, how small, celebrate that you're alive. Celebrate that you're smiling. Celebrate that dream, that goal that you are working towards. The fairy said, let it go and trust and celebrate as if it's already happened. A celebrar todo lo que tienen en su vida y a celebrar esa meta, ese sueño que ya se hizo realidad. Dejen ir y celebren como si ya tienen la vida que quieren. Amén. Yes. Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music. Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music. Woo!
All right, guys.
All
We
right.
will see you mañana. Truth Tuesday.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to be actually via phone.
Daddy
Yes.
might not get here on time, so in the meantime, he will be.
I'll be at, but it'll be fun. It'll be at the Paramount lot, and
Yes.
and I'm getting my fitting tomorrow,
He's
and
got
another
wardrobe
COVID
fitting
test.
for-
So it'll be fun to do it from the
Yes.
Paramount lot.
Yes, it will. So looking forward to it. Have a beautiful winning day. And we love you. We appreciate you. And we are here for one
each
another.
other.
Los queremos, los apreciamos. Nos vemos mañana. Y estamos aquí el uno para el otro.
Nos vemos mañana.